Are you feeding from the tree of life, or are you feeding from the tree of knowledge and evil? The tree of the good and evil represents law and self-effort. It represents that. Sin here is not an action, because you are sinful not because of your action. I asked one time how many sins you should commit before you can consider the sinner. 1, 2, many. But when I first asked this, no one got it. Many raised their hands, many. Just one, you become a sinner, he said. And I said they were surprised to my answer. The answer is none of the above. You were not sinner because of your action. You were declared sinner because of Adam. Religion tells you became sinner because of your action. No. That sin there is noun. It's not a verb. It's something we inherited. Being as a pastor, I thought I was saved. Until I discovered I need to die first before I can be alive. Jesus himself said, until a grain will fall on the ground, it will not live. You need to die first. The cross is a message of death. It's an invitation of dying. For he that is dead is freed from sin. I am free from sin, not because of my action. Until I go home, I falter, I commit mistake, I stumble, I fumble. But as far as God is concerned, because I am dead already, all right, I commit mistakes. But these are improper, as Apostle Paul says. These are out of order. But they are not sin per se, as far as God is concerned, according to Apostle Paul in Colossians chapter 1, because of the finished work of Christ, I'm blameless, I'm holy, I'm loved, I'm saved, I'm chosen, and I am righteous. For the love of Christ constraineth us, because we thus judge that if one died for all, that is the sin we inherited, died for all, then we are all dead. He died for all, that which live should henceforth live unto themselves. Because you died, you don't live anymore for yourself, but unto him which died for them and rose again. So our purpose today is not we or our selfish ambition, but it's Christ. Because until you die, you cannot live again. So he wants us to see the reflection of Christ to each and every one. Because as Christ is, so are we. That's why kapag naninira ka, you backstab other people, then you are eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You call evil that is good. When God declares it good, don't call it evil. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking lies. What are speaking lies? Aside from lying, one of the things I've learned from the scriptures, speaking lies doesn't necessarily mean telling lies as you think. You're telling lies and you're speaking lies and believing lies whenever you speak contrary to what the Lord declared in your life and to other people. So when I say you are bad, then I'm speaking lies. Because as far as God is concerned, you are not bad. So I'm speaking lies whenever I say bad words against you, because God declared you not unclean, but clean. So from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer. Therefore, if anyone, that includes you and me, is a new creation. That's why when Paul, there is an issue of adultery, and he rebuked them, but he did not say you're bad. He said you are washed, sanctified, and justified. His manner of rebuking is not speaking bad, what God declared sanctified. His way of rebuking is reminding them of who we are because they are now in Christ. That's the new way of rebuking a wandering believer. It's to remind him of his identity so that he will be guided by his North Star, and that North Star is none other than Jesus. It will be your equilibrium. It will be your balancing thing in your life, knowing that Yes, sometimes I do lies, I commit lies, I speak lies. This is falsehood. This is nothing. My real me inside, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. Because as far as God is concerned, the old has gone and the new has come. That's why what is left for us to do is to be new in the attitude of our minds, which was mentioned in Ephesians 4:23. And in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, he said, present yourself as holy and pleasing to God, and do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be renewed, be transformed. By what? By the renewing of your mind. What happened inside? This thinking must be in alignment with what really happened inside. Because the tree of life is Jesus Himself dwelling inside our hearts. He presents Himself as the tree of life. Kasi yung tree of life, kahit sa book of Revelation, yun ang source of healing, yun ang source of completeness. Kasi ang Panginoon, pinresent niya ang sarili niya as tree of life. Pag kumain ka nito, you will never die. Pag uminom ka nito, hindi ka na mauuhaw. Contrary to religion, yung magutom ka, dapat punta ka, gutom ka. Baligtad eh. Gusto mong matuto? Huwag mo pakinggan mga religious people. Listen to Jesus. Evil is not necessarily doing evil. Speaking evil is not necessarily speaking bad. It's speaking something contrary to who we are. If you speak that you're poor, miserable, and good for nothing, you're speaking evil because you are contradicting what the Lord declared. Because as far as God is concerned, you are watching right now. If you believe the gospel and you receive Jesus, you are highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. Nothing more, nothing less. And so today, be careful where you feed yourself.